Okay, people, you can just come together here. Xavier and Kamagelo and Hendrik, you can just quickly assist me and then I'm just going to show you how to do the measurements. So, the people, as I mentioned, we're just going to select a random Swartak individual in the veld, and then after that you will measure the closest individual to that initial individual, and then you will measure the entire volume of both of them. Okay, so you go to the base of the plant, and then you need to measure to the middle base of the next plant. So what we see here is we have our student groups that are measuring Swartak, and they are basically measuring the volume of the plants, and based on that, if competition is taking place, the plants that are closer together, combined volume should be smaller than plants that are further together.
I wanted to study something to do with conservation and get into this field, but I couldn't really find the right path. I also struggled a bit with my matric results, and then my mother found this place, so I decided I'd come here. And yeah, it's been very helpful. It's helped me sort of narrow down what I want to do. Whilst I enjoyed the conservation aspects and the more behind the scenes stuff, I still really like working more with animals. So it sort of helped me realize that I wanted to go into zoology so that I could try and get that more, the closer interactions with them.
Towards the end of high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. My passion towards like wildlife and wildlife photography, and that drew me towards field guiding and incorporating photography with that. When we started to work properly, I realized we're learning a lot of stuff and we're doing a lot of work. So I was quite happy to be learning about the bush properly. And then doing all the different things, say for instance the environmental legislation, actually learning about some of the laws and that go behind it. And then just the first module, introduction to conservation ecology, was very interesting to learn all the new different things that you wouldn't particularly learn outside of these kind of places.
So when I came here, I wanted to study like more in nature and stuff, and I wanted to know more about animals. That was my main goal. So when I was exposed to this, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I learned more by doing presentations and stuff about animals, and that was a guide for me to exactly know what I wanted to do.
This have opened my mind towards future, and I've discovered a lot of information that I didn't know in terms of plants, animals, and the biodiversity. So that also opened my mind to my career, so that I can do something else in mind and change the career choices that I had before.
I would recommend AEL. They just give you more opportunities and expose you to more things, and yeah.
I mean, I would recommend this place to many other people.
I love it here. It's very nice. It's very beautiful.
I get to share my passion with the students every day, and then also seeing the students develop over time. So to see where they start off at the beginning of the year and how they actually develop a lot of that latent potential, and then how they actually grow throughout the year, and even after the AEL, to see what happens to the students. So that motivates me to really come every day and share my knowledge with the students.
I think it's stretching their boundaries and challenging them just out of their comfort zones, and I think that's the best thing. I think it's a good thing. I think that, and the second module we are doing now is conflict management. So we know the world we are living is a lot of conflict. So skills to just be sociably skilled can help them a lot. So even for them, the skills that they have now is better than the skills that they had at the end of matric. So enough is debatable, but I think it's enough for getting them just over this line from being a teenager than being a young adult with a little bit more responsibility.
I've always been involved in education, and my life journey took a different path, and I saw this opportunity to come back into education, to come back to my home province, the Northern Cape, and to be able to make a contribution, to make a real difference and to create impact. And at the AEL, that is what we do. We make a real difference in young adults' lives, not just impact in the lives of people, but also impact within our environment.
I was building renewable energy projects in the Northern Cape, working for a company in Johannesburg, and I wanted to come back to my home province. So the founder of the AEL set a meeting up with me, and the meeting ended well, and I joined the team, and I've been part of the team for the past 6 years. The best decision ever. This is definitely real value to the students, because once a student, like for instance, just focusing on the environmental legislative framework, once a student is done with that, a student can, especially with the renewable energy industry that's booming, the mining industry, our students are ready to enter the job market as environmental officers, start working entry-level jobs, and also being part of big environmental consultancy companies and entry-level jobs. So they are definitely benefiting, just if I look at environmental legislative framework alone.
They said on AEL that they would help you figure out in which direction you wanted to go. And so from a young age, I wanted to be a art specialist. But I wasn't sure about it because it's a big decision and it's a big commitment. But when I came here, I found my love for farming. My grandma also stays here in Groblershoop, just out of town. And I went to that farm, and the things that I've learned here, I've gotten a new love for farming especially, and farming sustainably. So yeah, that's definitely the direction I want to go in now. I'm trying to get in for agricultural management, because we have learned here, which AEL teaches you, is that you need to go in a management direction to be able to get in control of something, to make certain decisions to help this environment. So I'm going in that direction.
AEL broadens your perspective on life, and gives you the bigger image. It definitely helped me find out who I am and what I want, definitely. And I know, I came here with the intention of farming next year, but now I really know, okay, this is my plan. And I've got a couple of steps on how to get there. I've got a clear image. I want to bring a more sustainable effect into the whole industry, to be honest. That's my big plans for the future. I want to get everything green, so that's why I'm here as well.
Oh, so AEL wasn't part of the plan or part of the future, but because I didn't have anything planned out or anything worked out, I know it's your life will surprise you, in universities reject you and stuff. So when I found out about this program or this institution, I thought, let's just give it a go. Maybe I will learn something new, something different. Maybe this will give me a broader perspective about life, about nature, about environment. So that's why I'm here, to discover what I actually want to do.
We're right next to the Orange River. This property is very unique in that we are lucky to be next to the river, but we also have some other special features like a rocky hill and a dune system at the back there, which we can utilize in the academic program. My role is to support the academic program by managing the facilities and the vehicle fleet and the support staff to ensure that they can operate optimally.
Being a small team at AEL allows us to have a more personal connection with our students. I feel that if they have a personal relationship with you, they're more likely to listen to you, and they're more likely to absorb the information that you're sharing with them. That's what gets me excited, is these students that they've either discovered conservation ecology for the first time this year, or they've been crazy about the environment and animals their entire lives and only now know what conservation is. So to me, it is very exciting to talk about these things, not only because I can help them develop in the industry, but it's exciting because I'm developing in the industry. So everything I'm sharing is new stuff I've learned, and it's great for me to share and talk about it.
The opportunities, they range from working with industries within the province. And we have many industries in the province. There's the mining industry, there's agriculture, and the Northern Cape is actually a high-tech province because of these industries. Because mining has changed, agriculture has changed. And in terms of the environment, the AEL can play such a significant role in being that credible voice, almost the consciousness of these industries. To say, let us develop and grow, but not at the expense of the environment. And that is the AEL's role.